All right. Oh man. New day, new season. Yun. How come that doesn't? You ready to get this started? Baba. Baba da baba. What's up, I? How you doing? Ba-dum. What you been up to today, I? Been having a good day so far? Pretty chill day? Wait, is my microphone? Oh, brain's been buffering all day. Gotcha. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm trying to get something working real quick. Has your head been hurting at all? When you mean buffering, you mean just like it's been a slower day or what? Speak English, know how to speak Japanese because I natively speak Japanese. In Tagalog, my grandma was babysitting. Um, Fair enough, I guess. When was the last time you tried speaking Japanese? Was it only with family? Bum, bum, bum. That's not what I wanted to check. Hello, I made it. What's up, dude? You sure did. I haven't even really got started yet. Everybody, we're all chilling. Easier to... There we go. Well, 3 years, hopefully you didn't lose everything. I don't know. I think speaking a different language can be fun, or can be really cool. Hopefully you didn't lose much of your knowledge in 3 years. I mean, I haven't spoke Japanese in a while either, other than like when I sing it. But singing and like actually having a conversation is like one thing. Last time I tried to learn Japanese, I was in high school at least. So it's been a little bit. To sort of speak it, I cannot read it though. Gotcha. I can read hiragana. I can read a chunk of katakana. Cannot read kanji to save my life. I think I know watashi and miso. Or miso. Yeah, miso. Miso? Something like that. Watashi or boku. I think boku I learned. Man, it's been a while. Go ahead and music that's playing, although we like it. Do you know Bonjour? I know the band Bon Jovi, of course. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I'll turn this up for me a little bit. Can't read katakana. Can read a little bit of hiragana and kanji. You saved me. It's so stupidly confusing. Yeah, because, you have to know the circle, and then it's like, that's B instead of he. It's B, and it's P. It's like, what? I think hiragana is definitely the easiest to pick up, because everything's like, the symbols, and it's like, I. You get ka, ku, re, ni, ma. Stuff like that. I know those. I know those together, what they say, but I don't know what it means, is my issue. That's the issue with, like, learning how to read the symbols, but not actually knowing what the symbols mean. I'm just like, yes, kukeko. That's what that says. But I don't know what it means. Never liked writing hiragana though. I feel like my least favorite would probably be kanji to write. There's like a lot of lines and stuff. See, stupid old America. We have all our curved lines and all our curved ass letters, like a C and a D. I feel like a lot of symbols are more straight lines. It's like, well then, it's a little bit easier to write it. Hmm. The new battle pass. I thought it was gonna show up, not gonna lie. God, why is it laggy? Is that on my end? What's up, Frankie? Oh, you made it too. Aw, snap. Alright. Everyone's here to see me look at new stuff. Any new heroes? I don't think they added a new hero, right? Nah. I think I learned English at like, oh. Well, thanks for the follow again. What's up, P? It's like everybody's here. You learned English at like 4. First thought in my brain was da de duck des duck. Mm-hmm. Sure do. Nice. Let's look at these patch notes. So, it looks like the theme of this season might be more superhero or like Power Ranger type thing. Although at the end of the trailer it did show like a Transformer, so yeah, we're playing Overwatch today. They just released the new patch. New season and stuff. Action packed action packed season. Suit up and battle the forces of evil led by the fallen mythic Calamity, Empress Ashe, and her sidekick Bob. Alright. Ba. See what's going on. A new community crafted, featuring creative and chaotic balance changes and fun hero tweaks designed by your favorite content creators. Emong, Custa, TQQ, and SK. Oh, interesting. That sounds fun. So it's a little bit different than just going into ranked or unranked and just testing them out there. Yeah. Sharpen your kunai, master your aim with hero mastery. Single player courses for both. Kiriko! Kiriko has been added to the hero mastery. Let's go! A character that I actually play has been added. Let's finally. Pretty much everyone in the actual mastery course, I don't play them. So I'm just like, yes, great. They've added like 5 people and I don't play any of them. Not like a lot. Runasapi, the new push map. I'm curious if we're gonna get that. I don't know how low of a chance it is to get that or not. Weekly challenge catch up. Past incomplete weekly challenges can be completed at any time in a given season. Oh, wow. And the weekly reset occurs on Tuesday. Incomplete weekly challenges get an additional copy of the challenge. Interesting. And they're progressed by completing other weekly challenges. Yep. Competitive. Rank percentage is now displayed on the competitive progress page, allowing you to check your exact percentage without playing another match. Okay, that's good. That's dope. Rename the modifiers win streak and loss streak to win trend and loss trend. Okay. So heat over here. fair enough. I think it's like 105 today. 105 Fahrenheit. Ziggy, what's the temperature? Nope, 108, I mean. Well, it's currently 108. So it might have been a little bit warmer a little bit earlier, but that's fine. It's still kind of warm over here. Add more parameters for how the matchmaker handles wide groups so that it can ensure better queue times. It allows you to view the match's final scoreboard, been added to each page during the end of game flow. Cool. All right. Interesting. All right. And the meat and potatoes of the whole thing of what I wanted to see, the hero updates. So in general, the developer comments. Let's see. We got our little soft boy working, right? Yeah. Dope. All right. The stun time reduction applies to the knockdown that happens when two charging abilities collide and result in a tie. Reinhardt, Doomfist. Yeah. Counterplay. So basically, all these characters can run into each other and kind of knock each other over. They reduce that, I guess. The counterplay and interaction of two charging abilities and patching each other is great, but it took both players out of the fight a little too long. So when they run into each other, it's no longer 2 seconds. They've decreased it by 0.3 seconds. It's like any point percentage of time in this game can actually be kind of big. It can mean a lot. So that's pretty good. Because they usually do things by like a 0.5 or like a 1 to a 0.5 usually is like a big like nerf or buff if they do it by like a full like half a second. 3.7 to 3.375. My goodness. Oh, so her spread's a little less. It will improve her effectiveness against smaller targets as she became less effective against armored enemies in the previous match. Okay. And impact damage from 15 to 25. Let's go. We can run people over a little bit easier with the mech. Yeah, so we can kind of just run in there, shoot them a bunch, and then run them over as we get out. That sounds fun. Junker Queen, tank knockback resistant passive was affecting her pull effect more than intended, so the distance can be affected by their movement. Tanks are now pulled in about 5 to 6 meters instead of only 3. Oh, they pull tanks further. Startup time reduced from 0.7 to 0.5. Okay, so her ult's a little bit faster. So that means as she kind of goes in and she's getting low on health, she'll hit her ultimate and basically it'll be just that much quicker for her to run everybody over with her ult. And her ult kind of just bleeds them, so she'll get health back. Stuff like that. It's going to be pretty fun. Orisa survivability was reduced more than necessary in her last round of changes, so we're partially reverting cooldown to increase the javelin spin. So, reduced from 9 to 8 for her javelin. That's going to be a little annoying, because Orisa already is pretty annoying as a tank. For the most part. I mean, all tanks are fairly annoying. It's just learning how to counterplay them. But a full second cooldown, I don't know how many people play Orisa. I'm not a huge Orisa player, so I'm not sure how exactly this is going to affect how she plays. But a full second is quite a bit. Roadhog, already powerful, increased significantly with the headshot damage reduction. So, changes are here to help bring that back in line. So, health is reduced. Okay. And he doesn't when he's healing, he doesn't. He takes a little bit more damage, but still a little bit less. So he's not taking the full brunt of the gunshot. He's only taking about 40% reduction. So that's not bad. At least it's not like 50. Because the 50, while he was healing with 650 health, was pretty good, you know? I mean, granted they added Maga, so you could just kind of keep shooting him, but um since they have that buff on all tanks, then hopefully it doesn't feel too bad for Hog players. So there's a lot. There's a lot here. Okay. We're reverting the magnetic grenade ability to be deployed like Cassidy's previous flashbang ability, but it will keep the hinder effect instead of a full stun. We've heard feedback surrounding the magnetic grenade ability and agree that while the fantasy of a homing grenade was fun, the moment-to-moment gameplay of it often felt too unpredictable as to whether it would land or not. The hinder effect has been a useful tool to act as a counter to high mobility heroes without going into a full stun, the enemy player losing the ability to fight back. So, this is pretty big, actually, because they completely changed how Cassidy's grenade worked. It went from, you can, like, roll in, and then when you would throw the grenade, it was an actual stun grenade. So you throw the grenade, and it would stop the person in their place, so you could just shoot them really quickly, and then get out of there. It was a nice way to actually be able to get a pick, but they completely took that away and just added a magnetic grenade that followed people. So instead of like going in and throwing it like that, where it would stop them like that, it was like you would go in, you'd throw it, and then they try to run away from you really quickly because it doesn't go off immediately like the stun. So they try to run away really quickly, and it would just follow them. It would follow them, and it would hit them or maybe not. And it did quite a bit of damage if you could land it, but it was as even the developer saw, it was pretty unpredictable, unfortunately. And Dead Ultimate is getting an adjustment to increase its flexibility toward the end of its duration, enabling it to get value outside of buying time for Cassidy or his allies. Though it may be riskier to hold it for a long time, as the damage reduction will fade away along with the movement speed. Oh. Sweet. They changed it back to flashbang. But you can't do that anymore? Well, that's how it used to be. But with the magnetic grenade now gone, it is now flashbang again. I want to try out Cassidy. Like, I didn't play the original Overwatch, but I've seen gameplay of it. It hinders enemies instead of stunning them, which is fine. So basically, it's going to act like the flashbang. It's not going to completely stun them, so they can shoot back at you, but they can't run from you when you throw it at them anymore. So they can't use their ability to get out of there. So that's going to be... It's like trying to make the best out of both worlds kind of thing. It's like, oh, we took away his, him stunning them because people were complaining about it, or I don't know why they did in the first place, but they're like, we took that away. We're going to give it to where it follows them and does a lot of damage and stops them from moving when it hits them. If it hits them. Which it would go around corners, or like it would fly up just to hit somebody. It was really crazy. And very random. But with this, it's like you're going to throw it at them and they're not going to completely stop, but if it's like an Ashe, I don't think they can shotgun out of the way. If it's an Echo, they can't fly away from you. I'm just thinking of stuff like that. Like movement abilities is what the hinder does. It basically gets rid of the ultimates they can use for that. So that should be pretty neat. Hinder now prevents crouching, so they cannot crouch anymore. So you can pretty much just aim for the head and not have to worry about it for like a full second. A little over a second. Increase from 30 to 50. Okay. So 50% speed reduction as well with that hinder. So not only will they not have the ability to run, they physically cannot use their legs to run. So you throw it at them, and then you just aim for the head and press the clicking button. You know, you click on their head a little bit. Deadeye movement speed penalty now scales down over time from 70 to 35. So you move really quickly. Damage reduction now scales down over time from 40 to 0. That's gonna be a little interesting as well. And they're doing stuff with Mei. It was intended to be on the low end for a damage hero, as she offers strong utility, survivability. I don't know how you feel about Mei. I feel like she's alright. She's very good at surviving, and like survivability is like her kit. We would like to make the secondary fire icicle more rewarding by increasing the damage and slightly more difficult to land consistently. Projectile size from 0.15 to 0.12. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't play a whole lot of Mei myself, but maybe we should go in and look at that. I'm curious how much of a size reduction that is, because that's 0.3 or 0.03. Or actually just 0.3. That'd be 0.0. Anyway, it's not the point. It's gonna be smaller to shoot, but it's gonna be a lot of damage when it hits that head. So I don't know how Mei players will feel about that, but that should be fun. The previous patch changed to how armor reduces damage. Shotgun weapon heroes like Reaper lost some value since much of their game plan revolved around pressuring large tanks. To help shift Reaper toward being more effective against smaller targets, we're tightening the weapon spread on the Hellfire shotgun and reducing the amount of time enemies have to react to his Shadow Step. Yo, okay, so he teleports a little bit faster now. That's not a bad thing. Cause like you see a Reaper player and then they start to like they cross their arms and then they die, kind of thing. And the Hellfire, the shotgun shots being reduced as well, like the spread of it being reduced, kind of like Diva. They can kind of go in and just like go into the back line and just easily shoot. I feel like I don't know if it's gonna be necessarily a nerf for that. Like if some players like actually were depending on that 0.5 weapon spread to hit somebody on like the corner of the screen, but I think 6 is still fine. I don't know. Shotgun blast still hurt. Some Soj. I like me some Sojourn. I play her every once in a while. Changes reducing the burst damage potential, the secondary fire railgun shot to both lessen frustration from playing against that burst damage and to shift power into her sustained primary fire damage. This should smooth out the feast or famine nature of Sojourn, consistently hitting the secondary fire shot. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Secondary fire, it reduced from 30 to 130, from down to 1 to 100. Make the new character available battle pass players only. That was the case. I don't think that's a thing anymore. I do not know. For battle pass player or for newer players, I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't know. I'm not really like new to the game, so I don't know how to check that exactly. But I think they did change that. I know they changed it to where the mythic skins, anybody can get those now, but you have to really grind for it for sure. Hmm. How far down were we with this? We were on Soj. The freaking that damage reduction is huge. From 30 to 130, only to one players. Primary shot. Wait, what? Okay. So you don't have to go overclock for it to pierce now. So that's cool. Only does 100 damage, so it's not like a one shot kill necessarily. 130 was a lot of damage, it felt like. 30 damage reduction is pretty big. Um, but I feel like her overclock's still gonna hurt quite a bit. Or if she's like mercy pocketed or nanoed or anything like that, she'll still do some damage. Primary shots per second increase from 14 to 16. Okay. So her primaries, so did the stream die? What do you mean? Is the stream okay? Um I think maybe. Or am I still live? This isn't still live. Right? Is it working? Hello, hello? Strange. Can you see now, Mark? Or Parka? This is my network error, but my internet is fine. What is it working now for you? Looks like it's working fine on my end. Is it working? I hope it's working. Um, I think yeah, it looks fine on my end. Huh. Anyway, energy charge rate increased from 1 to 120 per round. Okay. She gets it faster. She does more damage with the primary, but does less with the secondary. I think that's fine. It's 2 extra damage. You can watch only streams, just fun. But here I just get an error. Watch other stream. Strange. Oh. Why is this a thing? Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Apply those, maybe? I don't know if that's gonna help or not. I guess I'll restart stream real quick. It's strange. Okay. We'll restart stream. 1 second.